Okay, so in this video, I'm just going to make this blue thing right here. I'm going to hide my buildings collection. And to create this, what you can do is you can measure it in real life, see how wide it is, so you get your dimensions right. But I'm just going to eyeball it. So new plane, rotate it. And because this is essentially the same thing, just repeated 4 times, what I'll do is I'll actually loop cut this. So Control R, I'll scroll wheel up, so I have 4 slices right here. And I'll delete 3 of them. And now I want to make sure that my heights of this is the same thing as the height of the window here. So I press G, Z, and I move my cursor over the corner here. Make sure this is enabled on the vertex. Same thing with the bottom, G, Z, snap. Actually, I just realized this will be a little bit more complicated. And this is why paying attention to your references really makes a difference. I can see that this piece right here ends where this thing is. So I actually have to snap this to the bottom of here. Okay, so now this is this, including this metal beam. Now this metal beam is a little bit thicker than this thing right here. So when I add my loop cut, I'll make it a little bit higher. And it's a little bit extruded outwards. So I press E and I'll bring it out. You can even bevel already these 2 edges because they are a little bit rounded. I only added 3 bevels, 1, 2, 3. You don't want to overdo it, otherwise it will start lagging. I guess the top is also a little bit lower. I would say the top goes up to here, just based on this corner right here. So now I can add my loop cuts. I have 4 windows, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, actually 5 windows. Well, the top window is a little bit shorter, so I will just do that one manually. So I'll add a loop cut right here. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 windows that are equal length there. If I select all 5 of those, press I to inset, then we should be good. Again, if you have the issue where this is bigger than this or vice versa, then before you inset, make sure you click on your object in object mode, Control A, apply rotation and scale. And now if I press I, that looks right, and then I'll inset it in. Now, just to do, that's just this one, so just to do these other 3, you just take it. Well, I'm actually going to go to edit mode to be a little bit faster. I press A to select all. Oh, actually, I will delete this face right here, and I'll delete this face right here. Okay, now I press A, Shift D. Now I want to move it on the left right, so I press X, and move it to the left. Shift D, G, X, move it to the right. Shift D, G, X, and move it to the right. So now I have our windows. I'm going to select everything just because I have the overlapping vertices there. Press M and merge by distance. Okay, and I'll say that that is good. What you can also do though is, obviously in this picture we cannot go underneath, but underneath it's a little bit more of an overhang. So I am not at the school right now, I cannot check what that looks like. But what I will do is I will just guess what the under part looks like. I am guessing that this beam kind of extends down. I'm guessing that the beam goes up. And then I'm guessing that the beam kind of does overhang a little bit like this. So that's what I have there. So I'm going to keep it like that. Now for the doors, what I do is I'll just make a new plane. And I want to make sure that the width is the same as my width here. So in edit mode, I'll select these 2 vertices and snap them to the right. I'll select these 2 vertices and snap them to the left. Now the height is a little bit more complex. So I will have to duplicate these ones just so I can get an accurate representation. So if my window will go up here, then I want the door to be more in line like this. And then I ask myself, does it make sense? Well, this piece right here is actually this piece right here. And I'll bring this piece at the bottom, which is really the halfway point here. So really it's the halfway point between those. So I'll just kind of bring it down there. And if I go back to my Google Maps, I can get a better representation. So the door is essentially flush with the third, where my mouse is right here, with the third window sill. So kind of like that. Now the left side of the door is the same as the right side of the door, so I'll just add a loop cut there, work on the right side of the door. So that will be this piece right here, and I'll separate it into 1, separate it into 2, and then I'll work on this. So separate into the top one, separate the right side. So this is nothing but loop cuts, Control R. So I'll just work on these windows. So this is window number 1. Double tap I, so it's exact. Press I as well. Then I select all 3 of these, inset them. Now for the door, I'll inset it a little bit. So that is now this piece that I'm working at. I'll add a loop cut. I'll bevel it out, which will be this piece right here. And another loop cut there. And then I have these 4 windows, bring them in. And essentially this is, I would say this is good enough. The only thing I'll do is the door handles, just to add more detail there. For that, I'm just going to make a new cube. And I'll just model this. And again, it's kind of hard to see what I'm working with. So I'll just apply the same materials to everything. And this is now just edit mode modeling. And I can duplicate this one to the other side. If I select this, add modifier and mirror, and then I select the door as my base, it will mirror it across. The problem is I wanted to mirror straight across this line though. Right now it's mirroring along this orange dot. So all I have to do is move that orange dot. So in edit mode of the door, I select these 2 edges. I hold Shift R, I'm holding Shift R, and I move my mouse down. And then I let go of Shift R. That moves the 3D cursor to the middle. Go into object mode, right click, set origin to 3D cursor. So now the orange dot is there. And now my door handles are actually mirrored across this. Say I'm happy with the door. All I have to do is actually have to make this modifier real. So I drop down menu, apply. If you don't see apply, if it's grayed out, make sure you are in object mode. Then I'll join the door handles with the door, select them both, Control J. And now I just need to duplicate this or mirror it to the other side. Add modifier, mirror. Now it is mirroring, but again, it's mirroring around this orange dot. Now I want to bring the orange dot to the edge here. So I select the vertex, Shift S, bring my mouse down, let go of Shift S, back to object mode, right click, set origin, origin to 3D cursor. And there it is. There's a long way of doing a door. Here, I'll just move the door up a little bit. I'll call this SC door underscore 1, SC door window, I don't know, underscore 1, the window of the door. I'll move these to the collection by pressing M and then moving into panels. I'll hide my image here. I'll go to buildings. I'll duplicate this and I'll start building out that part of the school as well. Okay, so that's it for this video. Next video, I'll talk about the roof and then the crown molding here as well. So yeah, that's it. Good luck.